Hi. Hello, hello. How is everyone on this first week of 2023? So good to see everyone. Come on in. I'm going to give a few minutes for people to join us because I have some exciting news I want to share with you today. So good to be here. We have just kind of completed the first full week of 2023. And how was that for everyone? Let me see who's with us today. Good to see you. Come on in. Come on in. I see Pastor Victoria. Good afternoon. Good to see everyone. Come on in. Yes, so we just finished our first full week of 2023, and many of us have returned back to work. I know I had to go back to work this week after almost 3 weeks off of not being in the office and kind of not seeing clients. However, I have been very, very busy, and I've been busy doing what I came to talk to you about today, and that is my Majestic VIP Day, which is fast approaching. It is going to be on January the 21st, which is a Saturday. It's a full day event starting at 10 a.m. So I wanted to come and talk about it. I want to thank all of you who have already registered. In fact, I got registrations today, so I'm really excited. They're coming on in, and it's going to be a phenomenal day. And so when I thought about 2023, thought about everything we've been through, a pandemic, um, lots of trauma, lots of loss, that this year we want to shine. We want to make it the best. And so I think most of us, when we kind of get to the end of the year and in the new year, we reflect, we think about those things that we want to accomplish, the goals, the resolutions, the dreams and hopes. And we all kind of start out good. We have a list, we've written them down, we have vision boards, and often, sometimes by the end of January, but definitely by mid-February, we've kind of fallen off. And I thought about that. Why does that occur? What happens? What are the distractions or, the obstacles that kind of get in our way? And I kind of came up with several things, thinking about the people that I work with, myself, also my friends. Procrastination is a big one. We get distracted. Time gets away from us. We have poor time management. We don't stick to something. And so, time management and procrastination is one of those areas that kind of cause us not to be intentional. Sometimes we get in our own way, whether it is depression, stress, anxiety, past traumas. We have our own issues that get in the way. And then I thought about, yeah, those are mental health issues, but sometimes we have what I call your stuff that gets in the way, whether it's rejection or shame or uh, guilt, unforgiveness, that sometimes there's those underlying, what I call family of origin issues that have always been there. You know it's there. You even know how it impacts you, but have not necessarily done the work so that it doesn't interfere and prevent you from becoming all. A big one that a lot of women struggle with is rejection. And so I thought about rejection. You need to do something around rejection. Our finances are often one of the reasons that we kind of get sidetracked. Um, our spiritual life, our prayer life, our foundation. Sometimes we don't have a good foundation. So when something happens, we just kind of give up. We don't activate our faith. We allow fear to squash our faith and we just give up and quit. And so I thought about all of those things and I said, I'm going to bring together a success team that's going to address all of those things. So in the Majestic VIP Day, I have assembled success coaches that are going to address those things. I have Pat Mahone, who is a visionary coach, and she is an expert in time management. So she is going to talk about not just dealing with procrastination, but eliminating procrastination. I have Tanja Davis, who is a warrior coach, and she has a whole program on rejection. And so she's going to be with us on that Saturday. I, of course, am going to address mental health issues, depression, stress, anxiety, negative thinking, knowing that a lot of that stems from your thought life. You've got to be consciously aware of what you are saying to yourself. So, I'm going to talk a lot about cognitive distortions and learning how to pay attention to your own self talk, the tape that is always playing unconsciously, that again sometimes dictates. Finances get in the way. Oh, I don't have the money. I need to have this before I can get started. And so we sometimes have poor money management. I have on Saturday, the 21st, Pam Wade, who has worked in financial management for over 25 years. She has worked in financial services. She's worked at um, Merrill Lynch. She's worked at, oh my goodness, it escapes me right now, Edwards company. And she's been a controller at Fortune 500 companies. So she's going to be sharing her expertise. Um, and then I have what I'm most excited about. I'm excited about all of them. But again, one of the areas that sometimes we fail in is just our own prayer life. And so I have Dr. Barbara Green who is going to come and talk about and teach us elements of powerful praying, how to stand in your prayer and activate a effective prayer life, that your prayers are manifested. And so she's going to be with us on Saturday. And we are going to end the day in a session of breath work. And some of you may be familiar with breath work, and some of you may not. Breath work is a practice of breathing that actually creates a state of homeostasis. Homeostasis means that you're balanced, that you're at your natural, healthy state. Know that when you're experiencing anxiety and stress and depression and even trauma, it is because your nervous system is just overcharged. And so it's a practice that allows you just to kind of to woosah for real. And it's a skill that you can learn, and you're going to be able to take that away with you on the 21st. You know, for those of you that are always in your head, having ruminating thoughts, racing thoughts, that you're not sleeping at night because you have racing thoughts all night, it's because the engine is not shut off. Learning how to shut the engine off so that you can rest, so that you can be at peace. And that's what breath work does. And so I have a breath work practitioner who is going to close us out in a session of breath work. So it is going to be a phenomenal day. I see the comments. You need that session. Yeah, we all need that session because, again, it's something that we can learn to do that actually eliminates anxiety, eliminates stress. When you're stressed, it's learning how to kind of calm yourself, teaching yourself how not to react. You know, I've talked about reacting versus responding, you know. So it's a way that you can kind of, in a moment, kind of woosah for real. And so she's going to be with us. Lauren Falk is her name, and she's going to be with us on that day. So this day is power packed, it's nonstop. Um, how are we going to cover all of that? That's a lot, right? Well, what we're going to do is each presenter is going to come for 30 minutes and talk about their content. And then we're going to have a breakout session that is going to be 70 minutes long, where you get to choose which one you want to go to receive that in-depth information, that practical information, where you can kind of ask questions, you can get your needs met. You can go from breakout, they're called breakout sessions, from breakout session to breakout sessions, or you can just kind of stick with one. Also, during that time is, and I wanted to include this because we love to shop, women love to shop. We are going to have vendor row. And so we actually have some very exciting vendors that are going to join us. And each of these vendors are very, very unique. I chose them because of their uniqueness and because of what they're bringing. And so I want to kind of pull that up on the screen now. We're going to have Latrice, or excuse me, the company name is Latrice Custom Pieces. And what she does is she takes glassware, mugs, cups, bottles, and she customizes them based on what you like. Say you like a particular color or you like a particular theme, that you can kind of give her suggestions and she will create a custom piece for you. So this is just an example of her work. Again, she takes glasses and creates these unique, basically pieces of art. And so, again, it's going to be something so unique and special for you. She's going to have product that day, but she can also take orders. Again, if you like something in particular that you would like made, or you might even have a bottle that you want, or a vase or something that you would like customized. This is the kind of work that she does. Um, this is another example of her work on a glass or wine glass. And you can see it's just beautiful. It's very detail-y, and it's just unique. You're not going to see it anywhere else. So she is going to be a vendor with us on that day. Um, then we're going to have Annika Jones. Annika is an artist, but she's also a designer. And her work, she does apparel as well as artwork. And it, it stands out. It's very, very colorful. It's beautiful. We have on her apparel, you're going to stand out. I love everything that she does. It's just very colorful. She uses color, she uses abstract designs to create very, very unique apparel and clothing line. It's just very, very gorgeous. We are also going to have two people with us that have planners. As I mentioned, Pat Mahone, who is our time management specialist and coach. But we're also going to have, and I actually have uh, this planner myself. Um, it is called the Ultimate Game Changer Wealth Building Planner, 12-month planner. Very, very unique. And when I opened it and read the introduction, something kind of just jumped out at me, and it like, oh yeah, this is it. This is going to be, as she says, a game changer for me. And I just want to read this sentence out of the introduction. It says, imagine owning your own story, standing in your personal power, and living in your wealthy zone by harnessing the power of commitment, clarity, confidence, courage, and action to impact your current reality, shape your future, and design your legacy. Like, wow, that is so powerful. Commitment, clarity, courage, and confidence. And that's what we need. And in this book, all of that comes together. You have exercises, questions, planning, templates, uh, vision statements, asking you and causing you to think out loud how I am going to get to where I need to be. So, Apostle Eugenia Rucker is going to be with that day with her planner, as well as Pat Mahone with her planner. So, again, my goal was to bring together what we need so that 2023 is going to be our line of demarcation. From this point forward, all of those hindrances, all of those distractions, all of that stuff that gets in our way, we're going to take care of it, because now is the time. I don't know if you know, but we're in a different time now. And we don't have time to get ready. We have to be ready. And so this day is about getting you ready so that when you show up, you can take off running. You don't have to go get anything. You don't have to prepare anything. You know what you need. Your steps are in order, and you're going to be able to walk in what God wants you to do here on this earth. All of us have purpose, all of us have destiny, and it's time now to fulfill. I don't have to tell you the seriousness of the time. I don't have to tell you how dark it is right now. And because it's so dark, we have to be the light. I'm going to say that again. We have to be the light. And in order to be the light, we have to show up in order. We have to show up healthy. We have to show up ready. So the Majestic VIP Day is that first step in getting ready. Again, removing the obstacles, all of the things that kind of prevent us from walking in all that we need to do and all that we need to be. So registration is open. Early registration is still through this weekend. It ends this weekend, so I want you, and I have that on the screen, and I don't. So let me get that up there right now. I want you to go to my website and register. The website is www.suddenlypc.com. Again, it's scrolling on the screen. It should be scrolling on the screen. Let's see it. There we go. And again, grab your girlfriend, grab your sister, grab your mother, grab your daughter, and make sure that you register, because this weekend I also have a special where you can register 2 people for $80. And so take advantage of that. It's going to end this weekend. And again, I want to thank you for those that have registered even today. So don't procrastinate. Do what you need to do so you can be with us on the 21st. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be power packed. Again, we're going to take off running, and we're not going to stop until we're done. I want you to have your lunch already packed with you. It is a virtual event, but again, we're going to kind of keep it moving. We got a lot to cover. And again, it's about equipping. This day is about equipping and preparation so that you can be ready. You don't have to get ready. We're going to close out the day, as I said, with the breathwork session. And the breakout sessions are going to be before the breathwork session, because that's going to be the end of the day. And then I'll, of course, come and close out the day with my remarks and tell you what's next. And what's next, of course, is going to be, the Majestic Woman course. So that'll be starting up in March. So I'll talk a little more about that. But right now, we're focusing on our VIP day. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have breakout sessions. We're going to address time management and procrastination. We're going to address mental health issues. We're going to address rejection, overcoming rejection. We're going to talk about being fiscally fit, getting your personal finances in order, having in place those things that you need to have in place. Sometimes as simple as insurance, having insurance, making sure that you have something set up for your children's college education. So we're going to talk about all of those different areas of finances so that, again, you're not caught off guard. You have in place so that you can be ready. And again, the breathwork session is something that you're going to be able to take with you and utilize from here on. So it's going to be a phenomenal day. Again, make sure that you do this weekend and take advantage of early discounts. You can register, and let me put that website up there so that you can just see that website. have that. Let's see. Um, and again, the website is suddenly professional, no, suddenlypc.com, and you can register. So make sure that you go to my website and register. When you get to the site, you'll see a calendar, and all you have to do is click on the date, which is the 21st, and it'll take you to the registration process. It's going to be a phenomenal day. Um, Let me see if anyone has any questions that I can answer for you. I'll be back next week, and I'll be having some of my speakers on with me, so you'll get to meet some of them and hear from them directly. I hope to have maybe a couple of the vendors on as well. But again, it's going to be a fun day. It's going to be an intense day. But again, when you come out, you're going to be ready. You're going to be equipped. You're going to know what your next step is. And that's what's important is all you have to kind of focus on and all you have to do is your next step. There might be a lot of steps, but as long as you know what your next step is and you're working on your next step, you're on your way. And so that's what this is going to be about. Your next step, knowing what your next step is and taking that next step. It's going to be on Zoom. And once you register, you'll receive an email with instructions. And then the day before the event, you will receive a Zoom link. And again, it's interactive. In your breakout sessions, again, you will be able to go and speak with the speaker, hear the speaker's presentation. That is also the place where you can ask specific questions. It's also the time that you can go to vendor row. And we're just going to have a great time. Again, I want to make sure that you all are equipped so that 2023, again, becomes the year that there are no distractions, there are no setbacks, that even if something occurs, I'm going to have the resiliency to bounce back and kind of keep going. So we're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to make sure that, there's no failure. We're not going to be afraid of success. And we're going to deal with our issues. And we're going to get them out of the way so that we can show up and be our best self all year long. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone on the 21st. Again, please register. You can go to my website, suddenlypc.com, and register. Click on the 21st once you get to the calendar, and you'll get started. So I will see you on the 21st. And again, I'll be back next week doing a couple more lives, giving you more information, answering any other questions that you may have. And I look so forward to being able to be a service to you and to serve you. And again, for those of you that are clients, I thank you so much for trusting me and allowing me to be your therapist. And I look forward to serving you in the future. So I'll see you in the new year, and I'll see all of you on the 21st. Thank you. Bye-bye.